Okay guys, our last learning video for today is all about reading and writing and language and phonics, some of the fun things going on. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to read a book today. I know you guys have been reading a lot every day, especially some of you have been really enjoying your ERLA time and wanting to do ERLA with mom and dad. I love that. That is great. So you can choose any book that you want today. Miss Bowden will sometimes give a few suggestions of books to maybe listen to, or maybe go on Raz Kids and choose a book from there to do one of these pages with. But like our listening station when we do our centers or when we do our guided reading time, Miss Bowden gives you a response sheet to fill out. So here's what I want you to do. Read any book of your choice today. And then you're going to have a response sheet talking about what happened in the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, and the end of the story. So don't forget, put your title here and put the author of the book here. And then you're going to tell me a sentence about what happened in the beginning and draw a picture. The middle, draw a picture, and the end, draw a picture. Remember, give a lot of detail and make sure that it's the big parts that happen in the beginning, middle, and end of a story. I don't need something that's little that's really not that important. I want the big important parts that happen in the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. So that's going to be your first thing to do today once you read. Your second thing that you're going to do today is you're going to do some phonics practice. Now, before we left, we had a lot of practice with two different phonics skills, the OA and the OW. Remember, Miss Bowden taught you about these vowel teams, that when you have two vowels together, the first one does the talking and the second one does the walking. Very good. So the second one is always quiet, whereas the first one is always going to say the long sound of it. So if we've got the OA and the OW, remember, the OA can come in the beginning of a word, it can come in the middle of the word, or very rarely, but it can come at the end of a word. So let's think of some words that can go for the OA. What sound does the OA make? Oh, very good. So for example, here's our first word. What OA comes in the beginning? OA says oat. Oat. Very good. Now in the middle of the word, we can take that and we can add a consonant. B-oat. Boat. We can do another one where it's in the middle as well to show you. R-o-d. Road. Very good. That OA says O. And then very rarely, actually, we're not going to do the OA at the end because it kind of makes a little bit of a different sound. So we can scratch that one off. We're just going to practice with that OA in the beginning and in the middle. Now, along with OA, that also makes the O sound is the OW. The OW will come at the end of a word to make the long O sound. Now, sometimes the OW will make a different sound, but we're not on that one yet. We're on the OW where it goes O. Now, sometimes the OW can come in the middle of a word, or for a lot of it, it will come at the end of the word. So, for example, I'm going to give you a word where it comes in the middle. B-ol. Bowl. The OW says O. Let's do one where it comes at the end of the word. Snow. Snow. So we have lots of ways that it can come at the beginning or in the middle of a word. Let's see. I got the end of the word. Those are much easier. T-o. Toe. If you can think of one where it comes in the middle of the word, let me know. I would love to know some more words where it might come in the middle. But for you to practice that long O sound for O, OA, and OW, Miss Bowden has got two fun phonics worksheets. The first one is going to be a circle and sort. Find the OA and OW words and circle them, and then write them with your neatest handwriting down here. Make sure you spell them correctly. Your next one is that the long O is spelled with OA and OW, but don't forget that magic E will also make the long O sound, such as this word, own. Remember that magic E doesn't say, it just makes the vowel say its name. So there are 3 ways that we learn to make the long O sounds. So you can cut and sort and circle and sort for those phonics worksheets for your practice for today. Now, also to go along with all of that practice, Miss Bowden is going to first give you today a reading comprehension page of OA. So here's your reading comprehension page for OA. Here's a story with a lot of OA words in it. So what I would like for you to do is go through and underline all of your OA words that make the O sound. Begin with the title, boat. I would underline that word right there. So find your OA words. Then you've got 4 questions to answer about your reading passage. Make sure that if you can, find your answer in your story and underline it to see whatever you bubble in is matching up with what you answered. So, lots of OA practice for today for that, for our phonics. That's also practicing to make sure you're paying attention to what you're reading and going back in your story and finding those answers. Our last thing we're going to do is a little bit of language practice and some writing practice as well. So, what we're going to do is some ABC order. Remember, Miss Bowden likes to challenge you with some ABC order. So what I like to do sometimes is to give this to you to make sure you know how to put words in ABC order. So here are your words. Remember, you have to first look at the very first letter of each word. Start at the beginning of the alphabet. Does it begin with the letter A? If it does, then it might be your first one. If you don't have any that begin with the letter A, you go to the letter B. Do you see any words that start with the letter B? I do. Bug. Are there any others with B? Nope. So that would be your first one. Now you go to the next letter, C. If there are some with the same beginning letter, then you have to look at the second letter and start over from the beginning with A. But I don't think any of these start with the same letter, so I think you're going to be okay on that. When you're finished sorting them out, there are 8 words. Miss Bowden wants you to take each of those words, and I want you to write a really good, strong sentence with those words. I want you to have some adjectives in there, which are those describing words, and I want you to give me a good, detailed sentence using all 8 of those words. 8 different sentences I should see. Can you use 2 words in a sentence? Sure you can. Just make sure you're very detailed and very descriptive in your sentences. Be sure that you start every sentence with your capital letter and you end it with your stop sign, because that's how every sentence starts and ends. So make sure that you pay attention to your phonetic spelling. We talked about that in some of our Erlo guided reading groups. Remember, some of us spelled words incorrectly, but we had the right phonics sounds. So that's okay, because sometimes our spelling comes a little bit later because it's just memorization. But as long as you have that phonics sound correct, you're golden. And remember, when you're writing those sentences, besides starting it with a capital letter and ending it with a stop sign, remember to capitalize all those proper nouns, those specific names of people, places, and things. Enjoy your reading and writing for today, guys.